Have you ever felt tired for no clear reason? Or noticed little aches and pains creeping in? Or perhaps even a persistent cough, and wondered why? Especially when you feel like you're doing all the right things for your health. It's a frustrating mystery, isn't it? When your body just doesn't feel quite right, and you can't put your finger on what's causing it. We often look to our diet or our exercise habits. And while those are incredibly important, there's a sneaky culprit many of us completely overlook, hiding in plain sight, right within our own homes. These aren't grand, obvious dangers, but rather small, everyday items that, over time, can quietly chip away at your vitality, making you feel inexplicably unwell. They can affect everything from your energy levels and respiratory health to your joint comfort and even your cognitive sharpness. It's a painful reality to realize that the very things meant to make our lives easier or more pleasant could be subtly undermining our well-being. But the good news is, once you know what they are, you have the power to remove them and reclaim your health. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 such everyday items that are silently making seniors sick, and I'll show you exactly how to remove them from your life so you can feel more vibrant, more energetic, and more like yourself again. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. A simple change that can make a profound difference. Let's dive straight into the first item that might be quietly undermining your health. And it's something almost every one of us has in our kitchen: non-stick cookware. For decades, these convenient pans have been hailed as a cooking marvel, making cleanup a breeze and helping us use less oil. But beneath that smooth, slick surface lies a hidden danger that's only now truly coming to light. We're talking about chemicals like PFAS, or per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, which are often used to create that non-stick coating. Now, you might think, well, I don't eat the pan, so what's the harm? The issue arises when these pans are heated, especially to high temperatures. When a non-stick pan gets too hot, and it happens faster than you might think, particularly if you leave it on an empty burner, these chemicals can start to break down and release harmful fumes into your kitchen air. You breathe those fumes in, and they can settle on your food. And even at lower temperatures, over time, tiny microscopic particles from the coating can flake off into your meals. Imagine cooking a comforting stew or frying up some eggs, completely unaware that you might be adding a silent, unwanted ingredient to your plate. These chemicals have been linked to a surprising array of health issues, especially as we age. We're talking about potential impacts on your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness, or even affecting your thyroid function, which can lead to low energy, weight gain, and even changes in your mood. Some studies have even suggested connections to kidney disease and certain types of cancers. It's not about causing immediate, dramatic sickness, but rather a slow, insidious accumulation that can contribute to a general feeling of unwellness, fatigue, and make existing conditions harder to manage. So, what can you do? The good news is, there are fantastic alternatives that are not only safer, but often cook food even better once you get the hang of them. Consider making the switch to cast iron pans. They're incredibly durable, last a lifetime, and once properly seasoned, they develop their own natural non-stick surface. Plus, they can even add a tiny bit of dietary iron to your food. Stainless steel is another excellent choice. It's non-reactive and cleans up well. And for baking, glass or ceramic bakeware are wonderful, chemical-free options. The key is to gradually replace your old non-stick pans. You don't have to overhaul your entire kitchen overnight. Start with the pan you use most often. When you do cook with your current non-stick pans, make sure you never overheat them and always use low to medium heat. Avoid metal utensils that can scratch the surface, and if you see any scratches or flaking on your non-stick pans, it's a clear sign it's time to say goodbye to them. This simple change can significantly reduce your exposure to these persistent chemicals, giving your body one less battle to fight. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and making informed choices that protect your health in the long run. Now, let's move on to the second silent culprit: something many of us use to make our homes smell pleasant. Yet it could be doing more harm than good air fresheners and synthetic fragrances. Think about those plug-ins, spray cans, scented candles, or even laundry detergents that promise to leave your clothes smelling fresh or like spring rain. These products are everywhere, and we often associate their strong, pleasant scents with cleanliness and comfort. But here's the surprising truth: many of these seemingly innocent products are loaded with a cocktail of chemicals called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. These aren't just benign smells. They are gases that are released into the air from various products. And when you breathe them in day after day, they can have a real impact on your respiratory system, especially for those of us who are a bit more sensitive. Or if we have existing conditions like asthma or allergies. Imagine inhaling these invisible particles with every breath you take in your own home. They can irritate your throat, cause a persistent cough, trigger headaches, or even contribute to dizziness. Some people even report feeling brain fog or a general sense of malaise when constantly exposed to these synthetic scents. It's not always an immediate, dramatic allergic reaction, but rather a subtle, chronic irritation that can weaken your body's defenses and make you feel perpetually under the weather. And it's not just the sprays and plug-ins. Even seemingly harmless things like heavily scented dryer sheets or fabric softeners can leave chemical residues on your clothes that are then in constant contact with your skin and inhaled throughout the day. So, what's the solution? The best way to have a fresh-smelling home is to address the source of any odors and allow for good ventilation. Instead of masking smells, eliminate them. For example, regularly empty your trash, clean spills immediately, and open windows daily, even for just 10 to 15 minutes, to allow fresh air to circulate. This simple act of airing out your home can dramatically improve your indoor air quality. If you love a pleasant scent, turn to nature. Consider using essential oil diffusers with pure essential oils like lavender or citrus, which come from natural plant extracts and don't contain those harmful VOCs. You can also simmer natural ingredients on your stovetop, like orange peels, cinnamon sticks, or cloves, for a wonderfully inviting aroma. For laundry, try using unscented detergents and adding a few drops of your favorite essential oil to wool dryer balls instead of chemical-laden dryer sheets. By removing these synthetic fragrances, you'll not only be breathing cleaner air, but you might just find that those unexplained headaches or that lingering cough start to dissipate, leaving you feeling clearer-headed and more vibrant in your own space. It's a powerful step towards a healthier home environment. Moving on to our third everyday item that might be quietly making you sick. Let's talk about plastic food storage containers and water bottles. These are ubiquitous in our kitchens, convenient for packing lunches, storing leftovers, and keeping hydrated throughout the day. But the convenience often comes with a hidden cost to your health. Many plastic products, especially older ones or those not specifically labeled BPA-free, contain chemicals like bisphenol A or BPA and phthalates. These aren't just inert substances. They're known as endocrine disruptors. What does that mean? It means they can mimic or interfere with your body's natural hormones, which are powerful chemical messengers that regulate almost every function in your body, from your metabolism and energy levels to your mood and even your immune system. Imagine these tiny chemicals leaching from your plastic container into your warm leftover soup or into your water bottle that's been sitting in the sun. When you consume them, they can subtly throw your body's delicate hormonal balance out of whack. For seniors, this can be particularly concerning because our hormonal systems are already undergoing changes as we age. Exposure to these chemicals has been linked to a variety of issues, including fatigue, unexplained weight fluctuations, mood disturbances, and even a weakened immune response, making you more susceptible to common colds and other infections. It's not just about what you eat, but what your food and drinks touch before they enter your body. The heating of plastic, whether in a microwave or even from hot food, significantly increases the rate at which these chemicals can leach out. So, while reheating your lunch in a plastic container might seem harmless, you could be giving yourself an extra dose of something your body doesn't need. What's the practical solution? It's time to transition away from plastic for food and drink storage, especially when heat is involved. Glass containers are an excellent, non-toxic alternative. They are durable, easy to clean, and don't leach any chemicals into your food, regardless of temperature. Stainless steel is another fantastic option for water bottles and even some food containers. It's practically indestructible and keeps liquids hot or cold without any chemical concerns. For wraps, consider beeswax wraps or silicone lids as a reusable, safer alternative to plastic cling film. When you're at the grocery store, try to choose foods that aren't packaged in plastic when possible, or transfer them to glass or ceramic containers once you get home. It's a gradual process, but each step you take to replace plastic with safer materials reduces your daily exposure to these hormone-disrupting chemicals. By making this switch, you're not just cleaning up your kitchen, you're supporting your body's natural hormonal balance, which can lead to better energy, improved mood, and a stronger sense of well-being. Next on our list of quiet offenders are conventional cleaning products. We use them constantly to keep our homes tidy and hygienic, believing we're creating a healthier environment. But ironically, many of these products, designed to clean, can actually pollute your indoor air and irritate your body with their harsh chemicals. Think about the strong fumes you smell when you're scrubbing your bathroom or spraying glass cleaner. Those powerful odors are often indicative of volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, which we touched on earlier, but also ammonia, bleach, phthalates, and synthetic fragrances. When you use these products, these chemicals become airborne, and you inhale them. Your skin absorbs them, and they can linger in your home long after you've finished cleaning. For seniors, whose respiratory systems might be more sensitive, or who may have conditions like asthma or COPD, exposure to these chemicals can trigger coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, and irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat. It's not just about a temporary discomfort. Repeated exposure can contribute to chronic respiratory issues and headaches, making you feel generally unwell and fatigued without ever connecting it to your weekly cleaning routine. Even seemingly benign products like laundry detergents and dish soaps can contain skin irritants and fragrances that leave residues on your clothes and dishes, which you then come into contact with all day. So, what's the secret to a truly clean and healthy home? It's surprisingly simple and often much more affordable than store-bought cleaners. The answer lies in natural, everyday ingredients you probably already have in your pantry. White vinegar is a powerhouse cleaner and disinfectant. Mixed with water, it can clean windows, floors, and surfaces beautifully without any harsh fumes. Baking soda is another miracle worker, excellent for scrubbing, deodorizing, and absorbing grime. Lemon juice offers natural bleaching and degreasing properties, along with a fresh, natural scent for general cleaning. A spray bottle filled with a mix of water, white vinegar, and a few drops of an essential oil like tea tree or lemon makes an effective, non-toxic all-purpose cleaner. For dishes, look for unscented, plant-based dish soaps. For laundry, choose detergents labeled free and clear, or make your own with borax, washing soda, and soap flakes. By gradually replacing your chemical-laden cleaning products with these natural alternatives, you'll drastically improve the air quality in your home. You'll breathe easier, experience fewer irritations, and create a truly healthy living space, free from hidden pollutants that quietly diminish your vitality. It's about cleaning smarter, not just harder, and letting nature do the work. Finally, the fifth everyday item that might be quietly making seniors sick is something many of us neglect, yet it's fundamental to our mobility, balance, and overall physical comfort. You're old. Worn-out shoes. It might seem like a small thing. A pair of comfortable, familiar slippers or walking shoes that have seen better days. But think about it. Your feet are the foundation of your entire body. They support your weight, absorb impact with every step, and play a crucial role in your balance and posture. As we age, our feet change, they can spread, arches can fall, and the natural padding on the soles can thin out. When you combine these natural changes with shoes that have lost their cushioning, support, and stability, you're setting yourself up for a cascade of problems that can silently diminish your quality of life. Worn-out shoes often have uneven soles, which can throw off your alignment from your ankles all the way up to your hips and spine, leading to unexplained knee pain, hip discomfort, and even persistent backaches. Imagine walking around all day on uneven ground. That's what it feels like to your body when your shoes are worn down. Beyond aches and pains. Critically, worn-out shoes are a major fall risk. Lack of proper traction means slips and trips become more likely, and diminished support can lead to instability, especially on uneven surfaces. A fall, as we know, can have devastating consequences for seniors, leading to fractures, loss of independence, and a long road to recovery. It's not just about the pain, it's about the silent erosion of your confidence and mobility. So, what's the incredibly important and actionable step here? Regularly inspect your shoes for signs of wear and tear, and replace them much more frequently than you might think. Look for flattened soles, worn-out treads that no longer provide grip, or uppers that are stretched out and no longer hold your foot securely. Prioritize shoes that offer excellent support, cushioning, and stability. Think about shoes with good arch support, a firm heel counter to keep your ankles stable, and a non-slip sole. Even your house slippers need to provide support and good traction. Consider investing in a quality pair of walking shoes specifically designed for comfort and support. Don't be afraid to try on several pairs and walk around the store to ensure they feel truly comfortable and supportive. If you spend a lot of time on your feet, or if you have specific foot concerns, consult with a podiatrist who can recommend appropriate footwear or custom orthotics. This isn't a luxury, it's an investment in your safety, comfort, and overall well-being. By ensuring your feet are properly supported, you're not just preventing falls, you're promoting better posture, reducing joint strain, and allowing yourself to move through life with greater ease, energy, and confidence. This simple, often overlooked change can truly surprise you with how much better your whole body feels. We've journeyed through 5 everyday items that might be quietly undermining your health. From the non-stick pans in your kitchen, releasing unseen chemicals, to the old shoes on your feet throwing your body out of alignment. We've talked about the sneaky impact of plastic containers and the invisible toxins lurking in many air fresheners and cleaning products. The common thread here isn't about dramatic, sudden illness, but rather the subtle, cumulative effect of daily exposure to things that slowly chip away at your energy, your comfort, and your overall vitality. Remember, the goal isn't to create a perfectly sterile, chemical-free bubble overnight. That's simply not realistic. Instead, it's about making small, intentional shifts that add up to big improvements in your health and happiness. Start with one item that resonates most with you. Perhaps that old non-stick pan you use every morning, or those worn-out slippers that no longer give you the support you need. Each time you choose a safer alternative, you're taking a powerful step towards a healthier, more vibrant you. You're telling your body that you care, and that you're committed to giving it the best possible environment to thrive. It's about being proactive, taking control of your surroundings, and recognizing that your home should be a sanctuary, not a source of silent stress for your body. These changes aren't just about avoiding sickness. They're about promoting well-being, enhancing your energy, and helping you feel more alert, more comfortable, and more engaged with life every single day. Imagine waking up feeling truly refreshed, moving without that nagging ache, or simply breathing easier in your own home. These aren't far-off dreams. They're achievable realities when you remove these quiet culprits. You have the wisdom of your years, and now you have the knowledge to make informed choices that will serve you well into your golden years. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Have you noticed any health improvements after removing certain items from your home? Or perhaps you have other everyday items you think quietly impact health. Please share your insights in the comments below. Your experiences can truly help others in our community. If you found this video helpful and empowering, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us know we're creating content that matters to you. And if you want more practical, actionable advice to live your best life at every age, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos. Remember, every small change makes a difference. You deserve to feel your absolute best, full of energy and vitality, every single day. Live your best life at every age.